couple bigs here. I feel like a lot of players can get annoyed by Wiccan. I feel like it's like a combination of maybe new players being upset if they don't have access to a lot of the stronger cards that like a strong Wiccan deck can have. And also sometimes you could just feel like unwinnable if your opponent curves out to their Wiccan, and then you just kind of feel like you have to retreat on the final turn. But in general, I think that Wiccan is really good for the game. While there are some kind of more common Wiccan decks that rise up to the top, I think that a lot of different archetypes can actually use Wiccan in their game plan, create something a little bit different. Earlier this month, I decided to get to Infinite, and I built this deck then, and I brought it back. It's really strong against the meta that likes to kind of build up all of these discounts and then explode on turn 6, and I call that deck Get Priority and Alioth. This is a Scream Wiccan deck that has a pretty low curve for a Wiccan style list, but it does top end with this Alioth, which can be just so powerful right now. If you're able to like kind of clog up a lane or get well ahead in another, get priority going into the final turn, having Alioth to slam down on the final turn is absolutely detrimental. And this deck does a really good job of kind of giving you a lane to win early with getting Scream that can scale up like crazy, and then using things like Spider-Man, Polaris, Stegron, and Cannonball to lock up one of your opponent's other lanes. So whenever I'm playing this deck, I'm always trying to like lock down one lane that I know that I can win, then start fighting for another, and then trying to work into Alioth at the end of the game. You have a really smooth Wiccan curve. You have Mr. Fantastic and Surge both in this deck to help give you additional value even if you miss out on your Wiccan. This deck is also really good training for knowing when to play Mr. F or Surge on turn 2. You could really think like, hey, what are my top decks? How would they be adjusted with Surge? What is the likelihood of getting a discount on one of my cards in hand and helping me fulfill my Wiccan curve? So that's actually like was training for me when I was first playing this to learn how to do that, which I think is really cool. But a pretty solid game plan, really focus on clogging one lane. And once you get the Alioth, try and figure out how you can get priority to lock them down on the final turn. Really powerful deck. We had a 55% win rate with this. You can plug and play this. You can kind of move some cards around as needed, but very solid. Hope you enjoy. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Check down below, make sure you subscribe. Catch you live at twitch.tv/Banks_plays. Enjoy. You piece. Anytime you pull a card, it's good, even if it's a card you don't want, because it gets it out of the pool. Something that's always important to remember. We go Surge here. Obviously getting Scream is good, but Surge can give us early Wiccan, which is like kind of broken. We're probably going to follow up with Rock and a Groot, and then if we don't get Wiccan, we're going to do Scream Spider-Man, so... What archetype is Herbie made for? That's a really good question, and I actually have talked about this a lot. Where Herbie doesn't really have synergies, and I think that's kind of okay. It kind of synergizes with Zoo. Oh, thank you. Oh, get wrecked! We're in some trouble, though. Don't get me wrong. We did clog ourselves, but that's a very funny interaction. End of turn decks. Herbie is not an end of turn card. It's an end of turn card in your hand. On the board, it's not an end of turn card. It's an activate. Unless it still has end of turn synergy, and I'm unaware of that. Just keep hitting their cards. I don't know. They might be playing Cannonball middle, and then they're going to move the Mercury and activate. Might be their play. It would make sense, I guess. Very rude. Oh, chat! What a beautiful little interaction we have here. Opponent thinks that they are coy. They're going to play Mercury left. Mercury left is then going to set up their Cannonball left into Fenris Wolf activate. Surely they think that they will win, right? Fortunately, Mercury goes first, thus allowing me to Red Guardian it prior to it being on the field, murdering it in cold blood, letting their cannonball knock me across to the right, and then the Fenris just simply gets nothing, chat. The thing is it gets nothing. That's how you get casserole, by the way. Mr. Fantastic is kind of weird in Wiccan decks because it does sometimes mess up your Wiccan curve, but sometimes it makes it better. It's hard. That's really annoying. Not tell a lie there. Let's put you here. You live in Jotunheim now. Rude. A little scared of Spider-Manning. You can pull him.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
What the?
All systems go.
Okay. Well, the question is, do they push the button? Always an important question to think about. Do they push the button? So if they do push the button, they can't win middle. I'm actually losing Prio, so I can't Eliath here. The Eliath not working really, really sucks. I knew they weren't going to push the damn button. I knew you. Well, they should push. They push the button is the thing. The thing is they push the button. The thing is they push the button, chat. But it doesn't matter. They did push the button. Pushing the button's scary. I can't tell a lie. I thought they weren't going to push the button. We did kind of cover both. Victory. We did cover both because Surge brings us to 0 here, which helps. They push the damn button, man. Man, maybe I actually don't want to Surge here. If I Surge, the only card I could top deck to complete Wiccan would be exactly Stegron. If I don't, it's Polaris, Red Guardian, or Groot. So this is actually better. I want Wiccan. Okay. A little annoying, but...
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. I mean, that's very annoying. You made me discard a card. I would just stack Stegron right. Could also play a middle, but the 4-drops are often worse than just a 4/7. Feels a little bad, but whatever. Yeah, I know we'll feel bad. Be this. I know that'll feel bad. I know that one's not going to feel great. Ooh. Unred Guardianable Scream. Beautiful.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
That's a damn good hit. Yeah, they didn't like that very much, eh? Making a lot of mistakes. Can't lie.
Enough said, bub.
It's okay. I'm paying greatly for not playing Scream on turn 2. So it's either Ghost Spider or Destroyer. Nice. Yeah, I think we always Goliath. I mean, we can't Goliath left, right? It would have been a 50-50 without it, but...
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I don't know what's going to happen here. I think they're trying to set up some Dakin shenanigans. Yeah. It's all fun and games until your perfectly set up lane where your bullseye can't get hit turns into all of your cards everywhere and you lose. I feel that heavily, and they were not very happy about that. I love the Rocket Raccoon emote, man. The Rocket Raccoon emote is so fire. What is the best deck to reach Infinite? There's a lot of them. Surfer's pretty consistent. I would check Untapped if you're just looking for the deck with the best stats. We're gonna Killmonger.
Power must be controlled.
Jesus, dude, chill. If death right, makes a lot of sense. They will be at 27. And then we cannonball it and win. We don't actually need any extra juice. We lose obviously to Goliath. I think this is a very fair and valid play. I guess they can't even probably death right here, huh? Beautiful. Probably just think about any way they could. Nope, don't have to. Love to see it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Scoot. More Merlin spells for you, sir. Tickler. Want to check out your hat Galactus deck you were talking about earlier? Where can you find it? YouTube channel, !YT. The thumbnail is super giant with Galactus's face on it. They could Goliath us this turn. That would be really scary. Hopefully it's not Goliath left. That would just kind of lose. Read YouTube chat? I do. Do indeed. Melee played Sarah on 5? Yeah. That would make sense.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Ooh, you get extra energy next turn. Exciting. We love extra energy next turn. Yes, we do, folks. Wow, we're stuck in a really bad position because there's no card that could be Surge that I could draw because I already have Stegron. But we'll just go double Surge there and figure it out. Don't buy Scream in the game. The winning chances are like 90%. I don't understand what you're saying. There might be a language issue. Yeah, Magento can be good. I just personally don't think he's super powerful in that deck. Which does not mean I'm right, for the record. Wolf filling the middle, obviously quite good. Luke Cage is going to be a bit of an issue. This. Hit the Ajax a second time if we need to. I don't know. I don't know how Luke Cage affects everything here, but if we hit the Ajax right, which we have many chances for, I think we're going to be okay. I think we're guaranteed to hit it right now. Nice. Ouch. Ouch. Very ouch. Much ouch. Victory. I feel like this deck, and any deck that has Wiccan and these two cards, is really good for training why you would want to play one over the other. So right now I could play Mr. F. Mr. F could hit any of these cards and it's fine. Surge has the best hits, right? Wiccan, Stegron, Cannonball. All those cards are so great with Surge. Pretty much any card that we hit, we'd want to play next turn, unless we don't get Wiccan and we need to play this. I think that's generally pretty good. This deck really helped me with trying to work out how to think about those different interactions. Immediately rewarded. Ooh, she had Scream, man. Uh-oh, it's the dang danger room. Red Guardian wins. This is kind of fine. Very good position to be in. Got a bug where you can't reconnect the game with Crash? Just turn it off and turn it back on. Probably your best bet. Day of Reckoning was so good, man. I had a ton of fun playing it. Wow, this is crazy that you stay on this. They have a full hand, so they could probably play more than 4 to get over top of Rocket and Groot left. If I could be so honest. Unbelievable, dude. Hold. Deck was doing really good. I think we just hit a really bad patch. We're still 31 and 22. We're just only +3 cubes right now. Immediately getting a screen trigger there is beautiful. Tell you what. Want to do that. Put our Wiccan online. Their Wiccan online. Dude, I played 13 games of Wiccan Thanos, and I got it activated one time, man.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Obvious player. I fear Spectrum. I can't imagine they'll think that Spectrum right wins. I can't imagine they'll think that Spectrum left wins. If I was them, I would just never ever trust that either of those would win. I don't think. So I think they don't Spectrum. So I think we win with this. Could be wrong though. Nice, great read, dude. They actually won if they split those.
Victory.
We have Prio. There's a chance that they try and play a spell on this hood. Took my surge. What a dick. Polymorph pretty much always wins middle. For the points. Prio, eh? Quite nice. Definitely don't think I leave here. Rage. Smallest card has to be less than 2 here. Oh, thank you. I deserve that. I deserve that one. I deserve that one. Hey, it's Snap on Ego. It'd be really funny if this person retreated immediately on Ego. That would be very funny. I mean, it's basically Ego, right? People want snaps because they would have left. It was a Mount Vesuvius game. Fuck off, dude!
neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Well, at least we're gonna ego them on the, or we get to Agatha them on the final turn, eh? So we should be able to beat everything except for exactly Agatha left. But everything but Agatha left this beats. They have to 1 and 3 Agatha left. Yes, dude. Yes. Don't give me Agatha. I'm giving it back. I don't want it.
Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe. Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe.